Fruit chew.
A Tootsie Fruit Chew.
I'm currently eating the lime.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I am putting a hot compress on my eye because I have a sty in it and it's very annoying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to be hard to record a video with this in my mouth.
Yes, it is.
It's very juicy and chewy.
I said, don't put that in your mouth. And he did it like a 3-year-old. I did it. She can't stop me. One.
And we're live.
Here we are. Okay.
Right.
So the only reservation we had set in stone for this journey was making it to the Naval Air Station in Key West on December 21st. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was going to hit the bottom of the United States there. 7 Mile Bridge.
Yeah, fun fact, the original bridge was built in 1912 and was once called the eighth wonder of the world. And parts of that old bridge still stood above the water today.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Because it looked like remains of a shipwreck.
Yeah. The newer bridge, though, that we actually drove across was completed in 1982, and thankfully that was a lot safer.
Yeah, it definitely feels safer.
But it was still kind of scary.
So we didn't have any issues with wind or anything like that while we were crossing. But before we stopped at the famous mile marker 0, we decided to make this something a lot more special than just
bypassing everything
our
and just
typical Michigander vacation to Florida trip, like, because we're originally from Michigan, so that's kind of where everybody goes on vacation, right?
Yeah, bunch of snowbirds.
Yeah, so
yep. So our first stop was in Jacksonville, where we reunited with some old neighbors from Clarksville, and both of our families parked our campers like across from each other, as if we were still neighbors at Griffey Estates, except this time we were both retired and enjoying a slower life. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it worked out good. It was a lot of fun sharing barbecue, sharing each other's camper space, and
we also
were able to watch some football. And
yeah, but we also saw one your old army buddies from deployment.
Yeah, one of my old platoon sergeants while I was a young specialist, and we had deployed to Iraq together. He lives in the Daytona area, so he was able to come out and visit, and that was really cool to see him and his family again.
Yeah.
And so
taught me how to cook plantain.
Yeah, plantains.
Yep. Yeah. That was fun and funny. Yeah, but the weather definitely was not giving us that sunshine state vibe. So we spent most of our time indoors enjoying, and we went to Joe's Crab Shack and the Daytona Aquarium.
Yeah, there was a wicked storm that was forming up while we were trying to go to Daytona Beach.
We still went to the beach,
but it was really windy.
Gage was the only one that just stripped down to his bathing suit and ran into the water.
Yep.
And the lifeguard people were coming.
Yeah. They were
on ready in case Gage got swooped up
because of crazy tourist people like us going into the water during that time. But we got out of the rain once the storm really hit harder and went into Joe's Crab Shack, like she said. So
yeah, and that was the first time the boys actually tried crabs, and they liked it. Yeah, it was cool.
It was really good.
The Daytona Aquarium was really fun that we went with our friends.
Still good.
And touched stingrays and saw the tortoises. You were staring at that eel, you were like, that is so cool.
That was really cool.
And then they had that other dark area where they had nocturnal animals,
right.
The I don't know, some
kind of monkeys
and a wild cat or something.
Cats, yep.
But it was cool because they kept it dark, so those animals were still active while we were all there during the day. So that was fun.
One of the better parts being in Florida before we got down to Key West was hitting up Orlando. We took the boys using our perks of military discount, we got tickets through the Naval Air Station Jacksonville (MWR) for Islands of Adventures and Epic Universe in Orlando. So, Merry Christmas, boys!
Yep, and they had a really good Christmas going. Um, we even brought one of their friends along,
Mm-hmm.
and that was a lot of fun for them to be able to just the Islands of Adventure was small enough that the kids could kind of roam around.
Yeah, they did. You and I had kind of a mini date at the island while the boys were walking around the park after we had already walked it one full time, so we knew kind of where everything was at. The boys,
Mhm.
we felt safe. The boys were old enough and big enough they could roam themselves, and we had their phones and stuff. So
Yeah, we went through Hogwarts
mm-hmm.
and Hogland or whatever the Harry Potter
Yeah,
world is called over there.
right.
And Gage really enjoyed that. Both boys, all the boys really enjoyed it, but Gage had
Mm-hmm.
just recently finished reading all of the Harry Potter books.
Right.
So
Yeah.
he was the know everything about all the things as we're walking through.
Yeah, he had to explain everything that we were seeing and doing. So
Yeah, but that
that
was
was
pretty
cool.
cool.
Um,
And
I mean, the
yeah,
next day though was a lot of fun. It was the four of us, and we went to check out Universal's new park, Epic Universe.
yeah,
And that place is awesome because it's divided into like four immersive worlds. And you have Nintendo World and Dark Universe, Ministry of Magic, which is also Harry Potter, and then the Village of Burke from How to Train Your Dragon.
yeah. And Gage was able to use his Harry Potter wand that he got from Hogwarts the day before,
Mm-hmm.
and do like different kind of magic tricks throughout the Ministry of Magic place.
Yeah. Well, they also got these interactive Nintendo bands too, both the boys, because that turned Super Nintendo World into a giant real life game for the boys, and it was really awesome.
Yeah,
They were able to punch the coin blocks and collect coins along the way, and do all these different activities and spell Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Country, and it was just a fun experience.
yeah.
And
Princess Peach's
yep.
castle,
Mm-hmm.
and we got shirts and different kind of things to really act the part.
Yeah.
What it was like Mario Kart. The Mario Kart race was kind of a letdown.
Yeah, the line was
Oh my word, that was the coolest part
really,
about it.
that
Really,
was the
the
coolest
line.
part was the line and kind of walking through Bowser's castle, and that was a really cool experience just to see how much work they put into these places to
Hmm.
make it look so real. And then but the Mario Kart ride itself was really kind of lame.
Speaking of rides, we ended up going to this one ride called the
Oh,
Stardust Racer,
yeah.
which was so cool. And since we were there off season, there was hardly anybody in the way, or in the line rather.
Yeah, I
And
mean it was the beginning of December. It was the first, yeah, still the first week in December, and that's considered off season. And so yeah, there was really not that many people there.
mm-mm. And on the Stardust Racer, there was a yellow like a yellow roller coaster and a green roller coaster,
Mm-hmm.
and they went simultaneously together, like racing,
Yep.
and they held you upside down for uncomfortably longer than what it feels like you should be, and then you could almost see everybody from the other racetrack.
From the other coaster, yeah.
Yeah, and so the four of us would split up, and
It was a lot of fun because the roller coasters were kind of like chasing each other along the way. So for a little bit, yellow would appear to be ahead, and then green would catch up after doing a twirl or something, and then
mhm.
it was just such a fun experience for a roller coaster ride, and we got to run around and run from getting off the coaster, go back to the line, and choose which coaster we wanted to be on, what color,
Yeah,
and
it was
who
pretty
was going to
awesome.
ride what. So that was cool.
Yeah. It was a busy couple of days, but completely worth it.
I mean, we after we did that, we were getting closer to getting to Key West. So we stopped at a hip camp in Homestead, Florida, which is not far from Miami. And the hip camp, if you're not familiar, we've talked about Harvest Host a couple of times. The hip camp is just another way to uh,
Like Airbnb.
find. It's kind of like Airbnb, where people provide plots of land or a space for you to tent or RV camp and on their property or whatever their business is. So
Hmm.
it's another way to find campgrounds and things that aren't super populated and
Not as expensive.
not as expensive either. So
Yeah. And this had royal palms and other palm trees just like surrounding us.
yeah.
So it really felt like just like a private resort just
Hmm.
for us.
And it was
And
away from, like I said, it was away from Miami, but close enough that we could travel there. But we were in the agricultural part of Florida there.
yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, this is where all of our food is grown, is
Right?
what
A
it felt
lot of it.
like.
Yeah.
But we went and saw a nearby farmers market
Hmm.
and got the biggest avocados we've ever had in our life.
Yeah.
At that farmers market was a Bongo Truck Cafe coffee bar, which I
Hmm.
was like, "Oh my word, I want this. I
Yeah.
want to have my own Bongo Truck Cafe bar."
Yeah. Shout out to Cafe Atabay.
Yes, that was the coolest experience.
Hmm.
Um because we were so close to Miami, Kyle and I went and snuck away to Miami Beach, got some
Hmm.
coffee, sat by the water, but again, the weather was just not happening.
Right.
It
Yeah.
was
When we
so
were up
windy.
in the northeastern part of Florida, the weather was great. Well, kind of. I mean, no, not Daytona Beach.
No, none of it was great.
Yeah.
It
And
was
then
kind of just
it,
followed
it
us
kind of
down.
held out until we got to Key West.
Hmm.
So, but
Yeah.
before, I mean,
But we went and sat at the beach.
yeah,
We walked around the town and
yeah,
got some ice cream, some gelato.
mm-hmm,
And
yeah,
then, but because it was so windy and the salt was just like flying everywhere, our ice cream was melting so fast. Remember that?
I do. Yeah,
But then
that
again,
was
Kyle eats
wild.
ice
I
cream
eat it really
just so
fast, so it
fast.
doesn't matter.
I'm like, it's all over me.
But we
um,
did. We took a hike over on the Flamingo side of Everglades National Park.
yeah,
That was
that,
cool. That was an interesting hike.
that was really interesting. On the way there, we saw beware of panthers, beware of
Right.
rattlesnakes.
Yeah.
This is our very first time ever hiking in Florida, which is kind of crazy because just over there is the swamp in the Everglades. We're in the Everglades National Park. They were surrounded by Spanish moss, or it's just gorgeous. It's different bird sounds that I've never heard before. And just me and Kyle and Cody. Here we go. Kyle, look over here. What trail was this again?
The
Pinehead?
Crestview.
Crestview. My biggest fear right now, crocodiles, alligators, and panthers. Maybe even a python. Not sure.
Yep.
And I'm like, and then beware of alligators and beware of crocodiles. I'm like, where in the world
Where
are
are
we? And
So
it
it
actually
was
is.
just hiking through the jungle trails with mangroves, and
Mm-hmm.
um, it was interesting because we had learned that that part of the Everglades is one of the only parts in the country where you can have crocodiles and
Yeah,
alligators
because the salt water
because of the
and fresh
brackish
water.
water.
Good
Uh,
job. You remember brackish
I
water?
did because it mixes, so the salt water and the fresh water come together. Um, and so the crocodiles can come into portions of the freshwater because it's kind of mixed around in
Yeah.
there.
And we were with
And we did end
Cody.
up seeing a crocodile at one point.
We did. Yeah, cuz there were people in
While
a
we were
park
looking for
ranger.
manatees.
Yeah, the park ranger though was like standing over there. We're like, "Oh, usually if there's a park ranger somewhere, people are asking questions."
Yeah, yep,
And there was a crocodile just sunbathing on the dock. It was
yep.
kind of wild. um it was so crazy. We did see some alligators though when we took the boys to go ahead and say that
Oh yeah, the Mikasuki
air boot air
airboat
I
tours
said air boot.
through the Everglade marshlands, and so that was really, really cool and loud experience.
Um and then finally we arrived in Key West.
Here we are on base on Key West, and there's just an iguana in someone's backyard. Yeah.
After all that.
So that was cool because, like I said, our spot was initially a dry camping spot, which is odd to say because we were right out directly on the water.
Right.
But it was beautiful. I
Oh
mean,
my goodness.
just awesome. But Justine thought it was a little eerie at nighttime.
Yeah, it was well, Ryan brought it up because we were going to go to the bathroom at dark, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, if we turned left, we would just be in the ocean." And it's just this black void when you look at the ocean and there's no lights. It kind of reminded me of like that verse in Genesis, I think it's chapter 1 or something, and it talked about, the darkness covered the deep waters. And I'm like, "Ooh, that's what it
Mm-hmm.
probably looked like when the world began."
Right? Yeah.
But then
Cool.
morning would come, and Kyle and I would sit outside with our French press coffee and do our Bible study together and just look over the now Gulf America.
Yep. Yep. It was pretty awesome and relaxing,
Yeah.
and just a beautiful time for us to kind of settle
And
and reset from the East Coast chaos of what that journey
Oh
was.
my gosh, it was so busy.
So, yeah, I mean, we decided to, take a break from gaming and social media while we were in the Keys, which the boys, of course, weren't. They're not too thrilled about that at
No,
first.
they thought we were cutting off their arms.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was horrible
I
for
mean,
them.
soon, they
They
soon
were so
forget
sad.
once we we decided to do. Well, again, we hit up the MWR that was on base there at Key West, and we got tickets to go with Fury Water Adventures and do a whole day of activities.
Yeah, and
which is a lot of fun.
if anyone's seen our shorts, you've seen some of these videos of
Mhm.
parasailing and jet skiing and snorkeling.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Something I had always dreamed of doing was parasailing with the boys when they got to be this age. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, they're this age." And I think I had a couple of breakdowns during that trip too, just realizing that they're getting so much older.
Yeah. So just to be able to see the water from that view,
Mm.
and feeling the wind at the same time, you're not in an airplane flying over the Gulf, but you're sailing above it,
Yeah.
behind a boat.
Oh my
Which
gosh.
is it's just really cool. Looking for sharks.
Yeah,
And
no
like
sharks,
other
no
stuff.
dolphins.
No
We
sharks,
didn't
no
see nothing.
No, not that time. But that's coming up later.
Yeah.
I mean, the weather in Key West finally was just awesome.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Once we got down there, the weather was just
70,
sunny.
80s. It was
Yep.
just,
It's breezy.
oh my word. And the water was so
Sunsets
clear.
were awesome.
Yeah. It was beautiful.
Yeah,
Speaking of sunsets, we went to this iconic beach that everybody was telling us to go to.
Yeah, I forget the name of that one now, but it was by the mile marker 0 and that base that's over there.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's
That's
called.
another air station there, or naval base.
But we swam all the way to that.
To like a rock island.
Yeah, and then Kyle got so excited, and he just was looking for all the fish.
Snorkeling everywhere.
He really was.
After our adventure day with the Fury water place, I just caught an itch for snorkeling. I just
really
wanted to
did.
snorkel everything
I
and see everything under the water.
Yes, you did. It was so cute. But we also saw this beautiful white crane, and
Yeah.
as I'm like looking at this white crane, I walked off, and Kyle and Ryan, I
Yep.
think, came up to find me. They see me looking at the white crane, but behind me was a black iguana
Yeah.
just chilling on
Blending in with the rocks.
the rocks. Yeah.
Just sunbathing.
Oh
He
my
was
gosh.
so cool looking.
Yeah,
And
that was
so,
fun. There was also a really sweet guy who was just playing the guitar, and I guess he'd been doing that every single night. As the sun sets, he's playing the guitar. He said his dad was in the Navy, and he's traveled from east to west all over the place. And
yeah.
it's during December he comes down to Key West, and this is what he does.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
So that that kind of wraps up our Key West time. But we weren't done with Florida yet, huh?
No,
Still had some journey
exploring the whole. I think we managed to see 11 cities.
11 cities total. Yeah.
Jeez, but we for the actual day of Christmas,
Yep.
and within that week we stayed at
Grandma Grandpa's
Grandma and
in
Grandpa's.
Punta Gorda there, and
over at your dad's house.
Yep.
Your dad and stepmom's
so the
place.
boys and I, we were, we played some cornhole and we did some golfing with Grandpa. Grandma just, as always, kept us well fed. A lot of homemade meals, and good entertainment, good conversation.
Yeah,
with
played
the
some
grandparents.
new games.
Yep. Played some some card games,
horse
and
racing
horse
game?
racing game.
That was really
and just
fun.
a lot of it was a good time in their community.
Yeah.
So during not long after that,
during that time,
we went and visited Ryan's godmother too. She was down there
near Sarasota.
Yep.
And she was visiting from Michigan. And so we're like, hey, if you're here and we're here, we got to try to get together.
Yep.
So she ended up showing us like the bush of Florida, and it's kind of where she grew up in. So she was familiar with it. And it was such a sweet state park ish.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. Yep. And we saw our first bald eagle. That came down, and all I remember of that really is everyone's like, get the chickens, because it was like a little farm there as well. That was really funny. That no chickens were harmed during that experience.
Right.
But she took us all the way out to this little walking pier, and we were trying to find as much wildlife as we possibly could. She brought games.
Yep.
She had a little Mary Poppins bag full of fun snacks and games and everything.
Snacks and games too. I forgot. Oh, the cookies were so good.
So good. And then we saw an alligator. On that trail,
blocking the rest of the trail.
So we're like,
we couldn't. Yeah, we had to turn back.
We're like, you know what? It's not worth it. We'll go back.
Yeah, alligator has found its territory.
Yes. So that was pretty unnerving, but nobody got hurt.
Right.
We were good. And she made her flight, so that was all great.
Before leaving Punta Gorda, though, Grandpa took us to it was a sunset cruise, and it went through not just your ordinary sunset cruise, but it took us around again. It's Christmas time or a week after, and we went around. The boat went in through different neighborhoods, and we looked at all the Christmas lights off the water and some really, really nice houses with some crazy Christmas lights going on.
Yeah. We're like, how much would it cost to live here?
Right.
Always looking. We went out with your dad too.
And we went out to dinner.
Saw some live music and everything like that.
Back to Tarpon Springs. To have dinner at Papu's favorite restaurant, Hella's.
Yeah. So that was
Hella's Restaurant and Bakery.
Yeah, we had to stop there.
Have to check that out.
Absolutely. And definitely the bakery with the cookies. Papu used to send us those cookies every Christmas.
Yes.
It was so good. So
Tarpon Springs. Right by Clearwater.
Yeah. So Grandma and Grandpa went back to their condo. We went to MacDill
Air Force Base.
It's MAC.
Yeah.
I like MacDill. MacDill.
Mac Dill
Max
or McDill.
McDill. We went over there, and that ended up being like, I don't know, it gave us a new refreshing view of this
RV life.
RV life because we found
I found a whole community there of people that
our married.
This town and all she found was Earl.
meet down there for New
Right.
Year's, and so.
Right.
But it's not just New Year's. They're down there for months.
Yeah, this
during
is
the
like
winter.
a retired military snowbird
Right.
who were staying
Mm-hmm.
right beside us.
Yeah.
We're doing something similar that we're doing with the kids and homeschooling. And
Yeah, he recently retired Air Force, got rid of everything, and they had a 15-year-old boy, and who was homeschooling, and they were on the journey across America.
Kyle's cousin lives over there, so we stopped in and we got to see some aunts and uncles and cousins, and
Yeah.
the boys got to see their kids, which they're cousins that they hadn't seen in so long. But it was like they've been seeing each other forever, and they just jumped right in.
Just reconnected and started playing games and telling jokes and having a good time.
They spent the night over there, so they stayed over there for New Year's, and we stayed in the camper for our New Year's. And that morning when we woke up, what did we get to see?
Oh yeah, we went out to the Gulf, and we saw dolphins.
Dolphins
Playing right there in the
bay, not the Gulf. The bay.
Yeah, it wasn't the Gulf. It was Tampa Bay.
Oh my gosh, it was so cool.
Yeah.
So cool. We every morning after that we had to go out there to see the dolphins.
And it turned out that they showed up every morning around within 10 to 15 minutes of the same time each day. And it was just that was their feeding time. All the pelicans and the birds would come in, and then the dolphins would come in.
Yeah.
And it was just so cool watching them. Yeah.
Just do
drinking coffee, watching dolphins.
Yep. That was cool. Man. So we had always planned our trip knowing that we're going to get to Florida in December, and then after the 1st, we would come up to Clarksville to do our doctor's appointments.
Yeah, we planned it that way. So we had doctor's appointments scheduled, and we knew that
and dentists and things.
The new year, we would go back up to Clarksville for those appointments.
Yep. So the boys made plans with their buddies and did a whole bowling.
Yeah, teen Bible study group went out for bowling and explored a few places where we potentially would settle down when we are done with the whole year.
Yep. But we're still not sure at this point. But it's a huge possibility because just being back in Clarksville really renewed our spirit of just like, oh yeah, this is where we live. Yeah. And it felt so nice to be back home.
Right.
Being a military family, it's such a unique experience where you find these people that hold these memories throughout your seasons of life and milestones of your kids' life. And that Clarksville has been a place where the boys, like, all
of their formative memories,
their
and
longest
years
memories
are there. So.
Yeah. Ryan was like 6 when we got there. So now Tennessee, Tennessee in general, he was
younger.
3.
Yep.
So it's been a long time.
Winter kind of followed us as we went back down to Alabama and then went back down to Florida. So it's spinning towards Ryan, and he's gonna change its course. Come on! Oh, he's doing it! Yeah! Thankfully, like the camper was just fine where we had it in St. Augustine, and we picked it up and then made our way to our final Florida stop.
Babe? What are we doing?
So we just had a journey without the camper back to Tennessee for a couple weeks. We left the camper down here in Florida just to keep it out of the winter elements while we were up in Tennessee.
You're so cute.
Thanks. However, it was nice and cold down here as well, so the winter weather followed us down. What we're gonna do, since it's not in a parking lot that it stayed on, it's in a grass storage lot, and so possibility of rodents, insects, that kind of stuff are definitely something that could have happened while we were gone. So we're gonna do a nice full-on inspection inside and outside, just to make sure things work and nobody trespassed.
What are you doing right now?
I'm just gonna inspect the hose lines, check for any weathering damage or anything like that, cracks, broken seals. But
Thing that I'm mostly concerned about are these drawers. So come on over here, let's see. Okay. See, I didn't get all the crumbs out, so I was very concerned about that. So far, so good. No random mice. Oh boy, this is the one. Okay. Oh, praise God. Looks. Wait a minute. Is this maybe?
it looks punctured, not chewed.
Okay. This is the problem. I had our rice in here. I'll still throw it away, but looks like nobody had a heyday in that. That's exciting. Praise God. Also, I found this. I have nut. Also nuts. And all of our snacks that we could have used along. Another thing that I did before we left and had our camper sitting for a while was I deep cleaned the fridge, and I left a whole thing of baking soda in here. It didn't smell bad at all. Very pleased with that. And then we also, since the freezer created some sort of it's obviously it would be draining with the ice in the back, so we left these towels in here just in case. So these are actually pretty dry, again with the baking soda. Cleaned all that out, and we kept this here so that it would, oh my, I need to clean this out. This was frozen before. Kept it like that so that it just stayed open, so that it didn't create any kind of musk or smells in that. So that's good. Pretty happy with how this all worked out. I'm just gonna do some, probably gonna balm it, yeah, and keep all the windows open for the next for the next 2 hours or so, and then we will come back and close it up again. And we head out on the road out towards Texas in the beginning of February. So I can't believe it's already been 2025 is already over.
And we picked it up and then made our way to our final Florida stop, which was at Pensacola.
Yeah.
Super windy.
Very, very windy.
But it was a good time. We collected another national park stamp at Fort Pickens, and
the ocean is over there. A road. Ocean.
Florida. We are camping in the Peridot Bay between Florida and LA.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Let's split out. Go. Hold on. Ready? You go. I don't want to go.
We're on the roof.
You're coming with me.
We're on the roof of Fort Pickens, making our way to this giant canyon.
Come on.
I don't think
It's not slippery.
we're allowed
See?
to.
Not slippery.
We are.
Let's hurry up so the
Great.
cops. Hey, look, it's one of the ingredients.
Yeah. Still right here.
Yeah, because
This would probably be easier.
yeah,
I'd
it's
say.
so much. Oh my gosh, it's so much easier.
Much easier. It's a really cool fort. Explore it. I recommend Fort Pickens
Hopefully, if
in Florida. Hopefully it's not as windy though. It's really windy, making it really cold.
you know,
But
airsoft fight would be great.
yeah, it would.
Just sneaking up on people. It's like infinite time.
You know, we did that jump like synced.
Huh?
Perfect synergy when we did that jump.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Hey guys,
We
we walked across probably an illegal area.
Yes, you did. It says do not cross
I mean, we recorded the whole thing.
I'm smiling for fun. Hi. I see your sucker, Ryan.
Finally tried Florida's famous Key West or Key Lime pie that we should have had in Key West, but
Yes.
we didn't. We had it in Pensacola
Mhm.
at a place called the Fish House, and that was
Yeah.
good.
That was really good. Very
Really
fancy
good food.
meal. So
I mean that was it though. That wrapped up.
the whole Florida
Florida.
experience.
That
Yeah.
was in our rearview mirror and wraps up our East Coast journey.
And after you see this, after this, we head out west.
Yeah, heading out west. So
Mhm. It's gonna be crazy. The Wild West. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Well, thank you if you've, listened this long to our very long video, but we really wanted to sum up all 11 cities, if not more, in this one video to really encompass
yeah,
Florida, our Florida experience.
yep, turned out good.
So
All right, you guys. Well,
we really need you to subscribe.
yeah, or just like and share and subscribe.
Yes.
We don't need you to do anything.
No, you don't, because honestly, this is for the boys and our family videos, so it doesn't matter if you're watching or anything. We really just want to keep this as our family memories for the years to enjoy later. Anyways,
we do love sharing it with you if you're interested, and keep coming back and leave comments.
absolutely.
And we'll talk to y'all soon.
Maybe we'll see you
All
on the
right.
road.
God
All right.
bless.
Bye.